Hello dear students, I, Mrs. Asha Joseph, welcome you to your standard 5th Mathematics digital class. Today we are going to start with a new chapter. What do you observe on these clocks other than the time they show? One of the most important shapes in geometry. Many concepts in geometry are based on this. Yes, we are talking about angles, and that is your lesson number 6, angles. Every time the hands of the clock moves, a different angle is formed. In this picture, you can see the shape of the angles made by the hands of the clock at different times. These are other real-life examples where you find angles. You will find angles in these geometrical figures also. Say for example, in a rectangle you will find 4 angles, one in each of the 4 corners. Same way in a triangle you will find 3 angles. In your previous class you studied about the types of angles. Now this is a right angle, this is an acute angle, and this is an obtuse angle. We'll be studying more about this in the later part of the lesson. Now this is a question from the textbook. Look at the clocks given below. Write whether the hands make a right angle, an acute angle, or an obtuse angle in the box below. The first question. What type of angle is made by the hands of the clock? Yes, it's an obtuse angle. In this case, yes, it is an acute angle. And in this case, yes, it's a right angle. You can complete these 3 questions in your notebook. Now let's see what's an angle. An angle can be defined as the figure formed by 2 rays meeting at a common endpoint. An angle is represented by this symbol. So, let us see the parts of an angle. These are the 2 rays that form the angle, ray BC and ray BA. They are having a common endpoint B. So, this common endpoint is called as the vertex of the angle. And the 2 rays that make the angle are called arms of the angle. Here, BC and BA are the arms of the angle. Now let's see how to name this angle. An angle is named by 3 letters. So we take the 3 letters A, B and C to name this angle. The letter in the middle represents the vertex of the angle. So this angle can be named as angle ABC, or using the symbol you will write it as angle ABC. You can also name the angle as angle CBA. Always remember the middle letter should be the vertex of the angle. Now let's take 2 strings like this. Let this represent 2 rays. Now these 2 rays are connected at this point. Now when the rays are together, the angle between them is 0. If you move this ray, you can see an angle is formed. The point which is common to both the rays is the vertex of the angle. Now these 2 rays are called the arms of the angle. Now let's name these points. This is point O, this is point B and C. So OB is one ray and OC is another ray which make the angle. Point O is the vertex of this angle. Now let's trace this angle using a pencil. Now when this arm is upright, the angle between the 2 arms is called a right angle. Its measure is 90 degree. So we see that an acute angle is an angle whose measure is less than 90 degree. Let us name this point as D and trace the ray OD. As we move ahead, the angle becomes bigger than 90 degree. An angle whose measure is bigger than 90 degree is called an obtuse angle. So here we have an obtuse angle. We can see that the measure of this angle is more than a right angle. Let's name this point and trace the ray. When we move ahead and when the line becomes horizontal, we get what is called a straight angle. The measure at the vertex in this case will be 180 degree. So we can see that angle COB is an acute angle, angle DOB is a right angle, angle EOB is an obtuse angle, and angle AOB is a straight angle. Now let's move on to practice set number 24. You have to complete the table. A diagram is given. You have to write the name of the angle, the vertex, and the arms of the angle. What will be the name of this angle? Yes, you can name it as angle PQR or angle RQP. Now, what is the vertex of this angle? Yes, it is Q. Which are the arms that form the angle? Yes, arm QR and QP. Please solve the remaining questions in your notebook. Now let's move on to study an instrument that you see in your instrument box. It is called as the protractor, which you lovingly call as D because it resembles the English alphabet D. Now a protractor is semicircular in shape. It is used to measure an angle and also to draw an angle according to the given measures. Now this point here is the center of the protractor, and this line is called as the baseline or the reference line of the protractor. The edge of the protractor is divided into 180 equal parts. You can see the small lines at the edge. You can see the small lines over here. Each part is 1 degree, and 1 degree is written as 1 and a small 0 on top. Degree is the unit of measuring an angle. Now if you observe, the measurement starts at 0 here. If you follow this, it will come to 180 at the other end. Same way you can find a 0 at the other end, and if you follow its path, you will reach 180 at the other end. So if this is 1 degree, the next small line is 2 degree, etc. What is the measure here? Yes, it will be 90 degree. In the next video, we will be learning how to use the protractor to measure angles. Please complete practice set number 24 in your notebook. Thank you and have a nice day.